Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be reacting to David Bowie Starman. So I've obviously heard of David Bowie. The guy's a freaking legend. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I've never actually just sat down and listened to him. I know many people that are fans of him, like in my inner circle. And not to mention, the only song I can say that I've heard from David Bowie is The Man Who Sold the World. And that is really just because of Nirvana's version of it. When I first heard Nirvana's version, I wanted to hear the original, and I loved it. I love both versions of the song, but I've never just actually listened to David Bowie, so that changes today. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is David Bowie Starman. David Bowie has always seemed like he's been that one guy in rock that's always been off in his own corner. Like, I've just heard that he's like very unique. He's a very acquired taste, so I'm really curious about this, man. I'm pretty excited, though. Let's get into it. David Bowie Starman.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, not a soul he said. Then the loud sound it seemed to fade came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. That weren't no DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.
Wow. What a melody. Very interesting lyrics as well.
I had to phone someone, so I picked on you. Hey, that's far out, so you heard him too. Switch on the TV, we may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in fights. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Starman waiting in the
I love this,
sky.
man.
He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.
I love the guitar in this. There we go. Let's get our la-las. Man, I have been getting a lot of songs with fade outs. Dude, that just put me in such a good mood. Man, these lyrics. I got quite a bit to say about this song, so let's just get to it. Alright guys, well, there you have it. That was just David Bowie Starman. So, this was definitely one of the more interesting songs I've heard in a while, especially lyrically, man. Let's talk about the lyrics. Let's start there. So, I kind of got the message from this song like he was talking about like almost like a Jesus type person. Not necessarily Jesus himself, but like, you know, just somebody coming down and kind of saving the day, you know what I mean? And it just like, it sounded so hopeful. It sounded very hopeful. Like when you get into the chorus of the song, like it gets very orchestral sounding, and his vocals too, like he goes up in notes like it dun, 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 something like that. I don't know. But no, man, it was so cool though. Like there's a lot of dynamics to this track. Like you know, it starts off like with the acoustic guitar, and then like I said, you go into the chorus and it gets very orchestral and grand. And then after you get out of the chorus, it goes into like an interlude almost of like just classic rock and roll riff. And then it goes back into the acoustic, you know, funky kind of sound. Like it was really cool. It kept you interested, you know. But it was mainly the lyrics that sold me on this track. It was just a very interesting, very interesting, like lyrically. Yeah. So let me get to my hot take. Strap in. So this sounds very Beatle-esque. This sounded like a Beatles song. I'm just gonna say it. He sounded like John Lennon. I could be crazy. Call me crazy. I don't know. He sounded very John Lennon. I'm sorry, but and that's not a bad thing either. That's not knocking on him. It just threw me for a loop. Like I don't know. I don't remember his voice sounding like that, but he sounded like John Lennon. I don't know. Man. Anyways, I might get my ass kicked in the comments for that one, but yeah, you know what? Everybody hears music differently, so. But anyways, I love this track, man. Definitely let me know what more Bowie songs I should react to, and you guys know the drill from here on out. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button along with the notification bell to stay updated on when new content like this drops. And I will see you in the next video. See ya.